This is the Philly Joe and Vicky podcast.
The Philly Joe and Vicky podcast.
Someone wants to know on the Boston Pizza text line, Vicky, what time we get up every morning, what the alarm is set at.
Yeah, that's right. That's D from the Brick Crew. He wants to know, what time does yours go off? You're the first one here.
First alarm is 3:45.
Yeah,
I think.
Mine's
Yeah.
3:40.
3:45.
Only one. I only use one alarm.
I have a couple backups,
Yeah.
but that's my main one.
4 o'clock. Yeah.
Mine's the earliest. I'm usually the last one here, but I got a lot more to do. Put a face on.
I was going to say, like...
I gave up
yeah.
years ago.
It makes sense. Like, it's one of the great things. And I won't say all men. Like, for example, Joe puts a little more effort into how he looks every day than I do. But in general, women, a lot more to do as far as getting ready to go out, getting ready to go to work in the morning. You know, like I'm ready and shower, hoodie, jeans. I'm out the door.
Oh, I'm so jealous.
Like, how long is your routine, Vicky?
Well, I usually get out of bed at like 3:50 and, I don't know, leave the house at 4:40-ish sometimes.
Flow dryers involved?
just
No,
under an
I shower
hour.
the night before,
Okay.
so I'm ready to go because that would take too much time.
Yeah.
But I came into radio because it's an audio medium, and now there's all these video components and everything. It really screwed me over.
Yeah, me too. I'm so
Yeah, you too.
stressed how I look every day.
But, I guess it depends on, depending on what your job is, too. Like, it becomes part of your routine, right? Like, people ask us all the time, like, what time are you usually here? Well, it's usually around the same time, no matter what you get up. So, depending on your work, if you've been getting up, like a few people obviously up with us early in the morning, if they've been getting up at 5 o'clock to start a job at 6:30, you've had that routine forever. Do you know what I mean? Like, my alarm hasn't changed in 30 years.
Yeah, well,
Like, it's been that time. There's been no fluctuation of time, just because that's all I know now. I know how long it takes to shower, shave, get dressed, and go, right? Like, you would be in the same boat.
Oh, yeah.
You could tell in 25 minutes that Phil would be out the door, let's say, or 30 minutes, right?
Yeah,
They know when you're getting your coffee at Tim's there that you're going to be there pretty much the same time every day,
They
right?
probably have an arm out the window just so you could run by like a marathon runner.
They could at this point. Dolores, good morning over at Timmy's on Dugald.
You probably see the same vehicles like
Totally.
the time of work, if any of us are out there right now, like, oh, okay, there's Bob down the street.
It's
That's
like, right. Same crew of
I'm
people.
about 5 minutes late this morning. Bob's already gone from his parking spot
right.
or whatever.
And you know what else is funny is I felt the need, like right before we went on Christmas holidays, like Dolores at Timmy's would care, but there was a dude there who's a nice guy. But I felt the need to say to him, hey, last coffee for a while. I'm going on holidays for 2 weeks. And he looked at me like, okay. He's like, I don't really care, man.
This is the Philly Joe and Vicky podcast.
Brought to you by Fort Rouge Auto Center.
Got something to say?
Okay, I'll say it.
Well, you should probably call the bone phone and let her rip. It actually feels nice to finally say it out loud.
780-BONE. Brought to you by Auto Gallery of Winnipeg.
Good morning, PJV. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to all of 92 City FM listeners. This is for the bozo in the red two-door Civic that about an hour ago, today's Tuesday, near just after lunch, was driving west on Goalie, and at the barricade where the road splits, decided to take the left lane into oncoming traffic right beside me. Buddy, you're going to die that way. On a side note, City of Winnipeg traffic signals people, could you please extend the green light northbound Demeron at Goalie? If I'm stuck at Marion first, 2 cars get through. Maybe. Come on, City of Winnipeg, be better. Oh, by the way, when are the barricades coming down in front of Happy Land Pool? It's been demolished for months and there's still barricades. What on earth are you guys doing?
He's got a long laundry list for the city.
You can tell he'd been storing those away, probably over the holidays. Like, I got a few things on my mind today.
No kidding. Took the happy right out of Happy Land there for everybody, did they? With the barricades.
This is a good one because I saw this yesterday. Now, I didn't get as mad about it, but I'll admit, as I was approaching it and as I was going through it, my reaction was, seriously, really, in the winter, this is what we're doing?
Going down Lage, crossing over the overpass by Concordia, you guys decide to do construction effing now? What the is wrong with the person that's in charge? Sorry for all the swearing, and I'm sure that you can't play this message on the air, but I'm goddamn sick of this city and their stupid stupidity.
Stupid stupidity. So, yeah, that's, you're mad when you start dropping, I'm sick of the stupid stupidity.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Could it be an emergency construction project, like a water main or something going on there? Do you guys know?
I don't know.
Okay.
You know what? The thing about the a bone phone and then the text line is somebody will let us know.
Yeah, for sure.
The why on that construction. But you don't see construction
No.
snarls in the winter very often,
No.
right? You're busy dealing with icy roads and everything else, and then some construction. You're like, oh, seriously? Crazy Craig. And Crazy Craig's a great example of what the bone phone can do for people. You really get the idea that with this whole quitting smoking thing, that calling up the bone phone and letting everybody know how he's doing is a big, I don't know about a big part of it, but a part of it for him.
Accountability.
Yeah, absolutely.
Happy New Year. Happy 2026, everybody. Awooga!
It's for you,
So,
Ricky.
little update before we go into my main things, which is my movie review starting on the weekends. I have made it just over 4 months. It was 4 months on Monday, still not smoking. I'm hacking. Don't I know, but hey, it means the crud's coming out, and yeah, that lung butter still churns itself up from time to time, but man,
Yum.
I was a very heavy smoker. Like, going back to the race of the century when you were talking about the smoking side, that it should have been made on me. Woo woo, and congrats again on your 9-year anniversary there, Vicky and Matt. Party, let's make this the craziest year ever.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and a wooga to you as well.
No kidding. Crazy Craig did more for your anniversary than you actually did. So good. But listen, he's at 4 months, and I know as a former big-time smoker, he's over the hump now. He's going to be good.
Okay.
He's going to be good. He'll be he's a big movie fan. He'll be a couple of movies where he'll get triggered and go, oh, my God, I'd like a cigarette. In the first year, like that'll still gonna happen. But he's good. A lot of people on the Boston Pizza text line, we asked the question, they delivered. 2-year repair project on the overpass. That's a bridge project going on right now. That's why you're seeing the construction.
2 years?
Well, it's, I guess, a 2-year commitment for bridge rehabilitation.
All
When they're
right.
doing it this time of year, you know that it's a big project.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, very good point. Okay, moving along here, we have a parenting story. Not impressed with parenting story.
Sunday, Canadian Tire.
There, I started it a little too late there.
Hot Sunday, Canadian Tire, going in. Father of the Year comes out with his kid. No jacket, no hat, no gloves, and believe it or not, no boots on. Pushing him across the parking lot in a shopping cart.
Oh.
You definitely get the Father of the Year.
It's like, what kind of hurry were you in to get to Canadian Tire where you couldn't put the kids' winter clothes on?
No boots?
No kidding.
I'm curious to know how old the kid was. At first I thought it was like a teenager or something. I was like, yeah, good luck getting them to wear a winter jacket.
Never.
I'm curious if the kid will ever get that guy a Father of the Year T-shirt or mug.
KTV themes, big topic on the show yesterday. It all started with Littlest Hobo and Flipper.
Hey guys, Joel here. I was laughing today when you all the theme songs from shows from the past. My favorite songs from shows I used to watch growing up was Welcome Back, Kotter, Dukes of Hazzard, The Love Boat, and The Golden Girls.
Oh, yeah.
I remember quite a bit.
Those are all beauties.
Thank
Sure.
you for being
Well,
a
Welcome Back,
friend.
Cotter was kind of cool.
It sure was.
Yeah.
But Dukes of Hazzard was a good one, too. It had that little kind of country feel to it.
Yeah.
Good old boys.
Oh,
you know?
yeah.
Those are all great ones.
Yeah, they were good. Good picks
They
there,
just
Joel.
burn into your brain,
Yeah.
those intros. And we
Catchy.
still have an emotional attachment to them all these years
Oh,
later.
you know what one we didn't mention on air, but we were talking about it off air? Three's Company?
Yes.
Come on.
Yeah.
How good
Yes.
is that?
Yeah.
So good. Okay, let's wrap with this. And Joe, you and I have long talked about getting some proper high vis because we're so busy with outdoor activities.
It's
it seems
coming.
like it would be very safe. And we got a call here.
Hey, Joe, you mentioned the reflective vest again. You were saying that there was something that stick to your jacket. There might be, but there's these other ones they're just the reflective material. They still wrap around you, and they're fully adjustable, so they fit over your jacket really nicely. A lot of people like those because they've got more adjustability to them. The last time I saw those, I was at, what's that store called now? Princess Auto.
Oh.
They got some there.
That's where we got to check. Princess Auto. They've got everything there.
Of course they have it.
I'll tell you what, though. My dog, Stewie, he has, like, it looks like one of those, like, flak jackets. Like, the SWAT teams use. And it's got his name tag on it, but it's all reflective.
Aww.
And I got to see if I can get one with my own name tag, like a matching.
Do you have a picture of this?
I can get one for you.
Yeah, I want to see this.
And I want to see it when you get yours with your name tag, Joe.
I got to go for the bigger dog size.
The Philly Joe and Vicky Podcast.
Go back to something Joe said right off the top of the show this morning in sports, talking about Glenn Hall, legendary former goalie, NHL goalie, Hall of Famer who passed away yesterday at the age of 94, nicknamed Mr. Goalie. Like, that's a nickname. When you're right, like it's like Gordie Howe, Mr. Hockey. Like, you're not playing with some coy nickname. No. You're Mr. Goalie.
Think of the amount of goalies that have come through the NHL, and you're Mr. Goalie?
Exactly.
Yeah, that didn't start at age 14, like that nickname, right? You got that badge of honor while you're playing, but now you got to live up to that hype.
Oh, yeah.
And then could you imagine if you go in a slump?
Yeah.
And all of a sudden you got these fans going, Mr. Goalie.
I will say, as a nickname, though, it's not the greatest.
I think it is.
It's a little, like, first idea.
But that
Mr. Goalie.
I'm gonna go ahead and disagree because that's like we're joking around, but it wasn't like something that it was a super respect nickname. Like after his career, like I don't believe he got that in the middle of his career, right? Would it have been more like later in his career?
Yeah,
after all those consecutive games that he played,
the accolades.
Same with Mr. Hockey, not the most complex nickname, but the utmost respect in a nickname.
I feel like Super Goalie would be a better one. Just
Super
a cooler,
Goalie.
I don't
Walk
know,
out with
cooler
a
than
cape?
Mr. Goalie. Yeah, that's right.
Come out of a phone booth onto the ice.
Oh, I would love that.
Getting the goal pads on in a phone booth would be tough. Now, Joe, you
yeah, true.
Part of his great story is that he played over 500 consecutive games without a goalie mask, and you mentioned something else, and we can confirm that was a fact, Joe.
Yeah, I remember reading a book on Glenn Hall when I was younger, and he used to vomit before every game, and he said it was to relax his stomach. Like, that might have been the first case of... what's the disease called? I don't know. He wasn't losing any weight. These guys used to drink and smoke and not come home at all in that era. But
he would force himself. It wasn't like he got so nervous he had to.
Yeah.
He's like, I got to regulate my body in this way.
That's why I think he did throw up, because he felt like the butterflies.
Okay.
He created the butterfly technique, actually.
What's that?
Where they spread.
Well, they go
the
down.
Goalies, they
like
go
the
down.
splits?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Not really the
flexibility.
splits.
No, but the knees go down and the pads.
Joe and I would
see.
show
Yeah,
you. Joe and I would show you the butterfly, but we wouldn't get up, and we are not capable or that bendable.
I will say this: if Philly tries it, you and I can help him get up. If I try it, you two can't get me up.
This is the Philly Joe and Vicky Podcast. Here's what's trending with Philly Joe and Vicky.
So SNL just announced their first 3 hosts of 2026 and musical guests. First up is January 17th, Finn Wolfhard. He's from Stranger Things. He'll be on with A$AP Rocky. January 24th, Teyana Taylor. If you've seen One Battle After Another, you know who Teyana Taylor is.
You told me she was the singer. That's the girl she's awesome.
She steals the scenes in that movie. Oh boy, she's hot
not
as
even
hell.
and she's not even in the movie later.
No.
And she was the most impactful character, I thought.
Yeah, and she's up potentially for an Oscar this year. I think she kind of deserves it. It's kind of like when, I think it was, what's his name? Hannibal Lecter. He was barely in that movie, and he won the Oscar for it. Sometimes that happens.
Yeah, but he created a whole new dish with that fava bean and nice Chianti.
Yeah, that
Do
whole
you
move.
both? This is breaking news. You
Apparently
both.
he improv'd that, by the way. Of course he did. That wasn't going to be in the
Do
script.
both Joe and Vicky have a Anthony Hopkins Hannibal Lecter impression? Because Joe always does it every time Lecter comes up, and now Vicky does it too.
Oh, it's just so
Clarice.
iconic, right? The rock band Geese is going to be the musical guest on that episode. And then January 31st, Alexander Skarsgård and Cardi B. Now, let's move over to the Consumer Electronics Show that's happening in Vegas this week. And that's where tech companies show off their latest inventions. Some of the cooler gadgets, I always like hearing, like, what's coming up? What are we going to see in the future? A vibrating chef's knife that makes cutting easier. It's a very slight vibration, but it allows it to go through the food faster.
You know what? Does that mean my dad has to put away the electric knife that he uses for the roast beef every year?
Maybe.
He loves that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that'd be cool.
Headphones that twist into speakers. They're headphones, and then they kind of collapse into a Bluetooth speaker.
Good idea.
Kind of handy.
Yeah. That'd be better for traveling than having to bring both with you,
Yeah.
right? For the hotel.
And then there was a robot who can clean and do chores. There's always a robot who can do it can make breakfast, whatever. The problem is they had it in a very controlled environment, and you'd have to have your house fully connected for it to actually work. So that might be a little further in the future. Now, there's always some weird ones in the mix. One of them, and maybe you've heard about it, the Lollipop Star. Speaking of listening to music, it's a device that plays music through your teeth in the form of a lollipop. They're like $9 each, and they
Is that
use
candy?
Yeah, and they use bone conduction to play music from your teeth to your inner ear. So you have to like bite down on the lollipop. Who eats lollipops that way?
Yeah, no.
Anyways,
That's a no-go.
Yeah, I
Maybe
don't
if
think
it was
we're
a
gonna see that.
hot dog that played music, then I might try it. But
Okay.
a lollipop?
Maybe next year.
This is the Philly Joe and Vicky podcast.
Down, down, down. Rage Against the Machine to wake you up on a Thursday morning. It'll do the trick. That, You know what? It will. There's no question.
Love that song.
It's 7:10. Philly, Joe, and Vicky. It is a scrape. Give yourself some time to scrape those windows if you don't have the garage.
I had to use the bumpy side of the scraper.
So
You know,
the
it's
normal
got-
flat side wouldn't do
Wouldn't
it.
do it. I was like, am I just going to have to wait here for this thing to thaw?
And that just looks like a bunch of nails on a chalkboard, right?
Oh,
When you
it's not
use that
good.
side, it takes a little longer.
Poor neighbors on the street probably heard me scraping at 4:30 in the morning.
You got to warm the vehicle up. That took. I
It was
didn't.
-1.
I know, but it's just habit for me.
Yeah.
Like when I'm almost ready, about the 10-minute mark, I'm about to walk out the door.
Yep.
Start the vehicle. Got the wonderful app on my phone, and I didn't realize how mild it was. But then when I went out and all that ice was melting, I was sure glad
Yeah.
that I did that. 'Cause
Absolutely.
I wasn't scraping like Vicky.
Do it for your neighbors, Vicky, if you're not willing to do it for yourself.
Yeah, I should. I didn't know.
But yeah, that layer of ice on the windshield is it's funny. I'm looking at things like Manitoba 511 this morning, and right now we've been told because the highway is closed. Highway number 1 from Headingley all the way to Eli is closed because of freezing rain. And then you go a little farther west, Bear Lake. So there's just going to be pockets that you're going to have to be very careful about. And it's funny, some intersections too, like driving to work, you probably went through a few puddles and then a few slick spots, but we're getting a lot of collision reports now.
Yeah, because
so-
some spots are okay, and I think it kind
Yeah.
of tricks you into thinking that it's all good, but there are some slippery spots too.
That'll ruin your day quick.
Yeah.
a little
And sidewalks are terrible.
So be careful if you're
Yeah,
walking around.
to a bus stop or
Yeah.
Nothing worse than
the
wiping
pad of
out.
paper's getting a workout
Look
today. I'll
at
tell you
that.
that.
It's
Look at
already
that.
full. It's
Yeah.
7-Eleven.
Hold that
Can you
yellow
see that?
pad is packed.
Yeah.
So far.
Holy man.
So
Way to
thanks
go,
to
Joe.
everybody on the thank you to everybody
Well,
on
you're keeping it all organized.
I,
Way to
listen,
go,
I
Joe.
wish I could type fast enough. It'd be a lot easier.
I do like watching you type with the fingers, though. So I'm not.
I do. Yes, you
Are
are.
you a seek and peck person? Is that
no,
what they call
I'm
it?
a 2 finger and 1 finger. And I can show you the 1 finger if you really want to see which one.
If I keep talking about it, I'm going to get it. I'm going to get that finger.
The Philly Joe and Vicky Podcast. Be a good person.
Rate or review this show wherever you subscribe and get PJ and V into more ears.
We had an interesting conversation, or we started. We had a bit of a conversation about it, but I don't know that we ever got a consensus. And I'd be interesting to hear, the Boston Pizza text line, maybe the Bone Phone 780 Bone, with some comments from bosses, from employees, as far as going to work or out in public in general. But I think for this discussion, more specifically, going to the job with when you're slightly under the weather. And when, do you have rules in place at work? Do you have a boss who, is like, if you got the sniffles, I don't want to see it, or is it like you feel pressure to keep going when you're under the weather?
Yeah.
Because Vicky, we had that one gentleman who I think was a boss
Construction.
who sent us a text, and what was his kind of rule?
I believe he was saying that he requires his people to come in and he'll send them home, but they have to come in first.
He's going to make the call.
Yeah, I guess so. Give him the old up and down, ask their Kleenex ratios.
I hope. He's not a doctor.
Come sit down.
There's other tests. It's like, what? Whoa.
I'll assess you.
No, but...
and I don't love that just because if you're sick, like to have to get ready and go into work just to be sent home, that kind of sucks. But I also understand there's a lot of bad apples who are calling in sick when they're not sick.
Yeah.
And what do you do as a boss, right?
And also, I guess it depends on what the job entails.
Yeah.
Like, are you actually working on your own at a spot, or are you working with like we're in a closed room?
Yeah,
it's pretty different if one of us is coming in here, like sneezing, coughing, everything else. We'll be accountable ourselves. I don't know if you have that at all workplaces, right? So yeah, you're right. Let's hear from different bosses. Like, are there different rules that apply at your workplace?
Colin, real men don't get sick. See, but I mean,
oh boy, I've seen a man sick before, and it's quite a show.
Oh man, if you get sent home, you must be getting paid a few hours. So that's an interesting one.
Yeah.
Like I went in, I got ready, and I went in. I was there for an hour before you sent me home.
Good point. It kind of comes down to the cold, right? Because if you've got a fever or the flu where it's amped up a bit, yeah, you stay home. But the cold is such a gray area.
I agree. That's a great point. Like, how bad is my cold?
Yeah.
Are people bothered by my sneezing and coughing?
Well, and there's infecting other people, too. Then you have half the staff out, and that creates its own problems.
Yeah.
So,
But also, these viruses last longer, too. So what are you going to do? I'm off for 8 weeks. You know what I mean?
Well, you and I had a cough.
It was about 8 weeks. Like
the coughs that never go away.
Yeah,
the worst.
And we didn't miss a day like that. I mean, we're not going to do that anyway, right? But because we don't really work that hard. But what I'm saying is, if you have to go through that, what are you going to do? Get a doctor's note every week?
Yeah.
Like,
Can you even get doctor's
No,
notes
not more.
anymore?
That's right. Yeah.
Well, so for me, it's a fever, and I think for a lot of people, if you got diarrhea, like I don't know.
I told you what my thoughts are. Diarrhea is a whole different level. I said you could use it as an excuse to, if you're fighting a ticket. I had diarrhea. Like, I think any magistrate or whatever, you should tell them that one when you were speeding.
When I
Vicky.
fight my ticket?
Use diarrhea. No one argues with diarrhea.
The diarrhea defense.
But if you got diarrhea and you say you got diarrhea at work, everybody's feeling empathetic and sympathetic for you.
Well, nobody wants to hear about it.
No,
So it's just
that's
like,
right.
okay.
But it's
whatever.
the one word. It's the diarrhea. That's it. No one needs
good.
another
Yeah.
explanation.
And no one questions it all day.
That's what I'm
Larry
saying.
could have come in. All he had was diarrhea.
No
Nobody
one's
says
saying that. No.
This is the Philly Joe and Vicky podcast.
Brought to you by Fort Rouge Auto Center.
Pretty interesting conversation going on the Boston Pizza text line pertaining to sick days. What type of job or what kind of workplace do you have? Are you expected to come in or is it a workplace where it's like, nope, if you are under the weather at all, we don't want to see you. A lot of interesting things you wouldn't think about. Like the one comment that resonates is, hey, time is money for me. If I'm a little under the weather, I got to go to work. I can't afford the time off.
Quite a bit of that. There's also the sick days. Depending on where you work, you might have a number of sick days. And once those are out, a bunch of bosses that have answered have said the same thing pretty much, that they can request that doctor's note if they think you're trying to do a little fooling.
A lot of people are also saying, I'll go in and then have them send me home, see that I'm sick, and go home.
Right.
Because then I get paid for 3 hours. I think they have to pay you for a minimum 3 hours, something like that.
You got to lay it on thick then. Like,
Yeah. You got to use bigger terms than cold, like bronchial infection.
Hey, boss.
Yeah.
Hey, this came in. At my work, we have a policy that says you are not allowed to come to work sick. And if you do, and it's visible, we will send them home. So you have to be symptom-free for 24 hours. They can then choose to work from home or take a sick day. So they got an option. We don't want people to get others sick. Our office is very good that way. That came in on the Boston Pizza text line. The response this person got from Phil was, who cares? And then I read, oh, Stacey Aubrey. That was Phil's wife. And she responded with #jerk, something else. Okay.
Yeah, can't say that on the radio.
She loves me.
The Philly Joe and Vicky Podcast.
The completely useless question.
Completely useless question.
Useless with a capital Y.
So useless.
Brought to you by Midtown Ford.
We'll call this the Feel Good prize package. You get your VIP inside and out GC from the Wash Method, and you get your Jets tickets for tomorrow night's game. It always feels good to wash your vehicle, especially at the Wash Method. And then you head off and watch the Jets and Kings.
Yeah, I'll tell you what felt good yesterday is actually seeing a few members of the Winnipeg Jets in media scrums in that really come out and I think Coach Arneal was one of them as well. And basically thanking the fan base and saying they need us now more than ever to stick with them, and they know what they're going through here as well and everything else. Very transparent.
Yeah. Good. Well, they have higher expectations in this.
For sure.
Definitely.
So here we go. 1/4 of women say they always carry one of these in their purse. 1/4 of women say they always carry one of these in their purse. And I don't care how many times my wife has asked me if I can grab something in her purse. 9 out of 10 times, I'm bringing her the purse after a search.
Exactly.
I still can't find what she's looking for.
It's tough to navigate in there.
Yeah,
There's
you
lots
agree?
going on. Oh, yeah.
Okay,
The
good.
stuff I have in here, prepared for a lot of situations.
Okay, that's interesting. We're going to see if you actually have one of these items in your purse.
Yeah.
Because 25% of women said they always carry one in their purse.
Okay. 780 City, 780-2484. Hello there.
Hi, is it a nail file?
No, it's not. No.
Have one of those.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you think the number would be higher then, Vicky, than a quarter?
I think so.
Maybe.
I would say
Yeah.
3/4.
I would think
yeah.
I'd go with that, Phil. Women expert Phil Aubrey.
That's right, baby. Hello, City for Jets tickets and a GC for Wash Method. Go ahead.
I'll do a bottle of hand sanitizer.
That's a good one over the last 5 years or so for sure. No, not the correct answer.
I have that. Yeah.
Really?
I'm just going to confirm or deny as we go
I
along.
like
Yes.
that. That's a nice little twist on today's
Thank
completely
you.
useless question. Hello, City.
Pack of gum.
Not a pack of gum. Do you have one of those?
I don't have gum, but I have those breath strips.
Okay,
I like
so you
those
have
better.
something
Yeah.
for the breath. Okay.
I was thinking Hubba Bubba or something.
Oh,
Remember
yeah.
those days,
you know me.
baby?
I'm so playful blowing my bubbles all the time.
It gets annoying after a while, actually.
Big
Pops
League
in my
Chew.
face.
Yeah.
Big League Chew.
Good
Were
morning.
those cinnamon?
No, Big
Oh.
League. You're
that was
thinking
a
of
baseball type of.
You're thinking of Big Red.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Big
That's
League
right.
Chew was meant to look like what baseball players, pro baseball players do. Like
It was stringy gum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello, City.
Hey, good morning, Vicky.
1/4
Lifeline?
of women say they always
Lifeline, yeah,
carry.
Lifeline.
Oh, gosh.
One
This
of
is
these.
a tough one because there's just so many. Band-Aids.
Not Band-Aids.
Okay.
Great guess.
I might have one in there.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
got to.
Your guess almost has to be something you don't have,
I
right?
guess so,
As
yeah.
1/4 of women.
What about a tensor bandage? You got one of
No,
those?
I don't have one of those.
Yeah, you never know when you're gonna.
Well,
It's
Joe's
true.
knee.
I
Joe's knee
should.
could act up at any time.
I
Yeah,
never use
I gotta
one
be
either.
ready.
I don't have one in my work bag.
Hello, City.
I gut it out.
Morning. Yeah. Go ahead.
A pair of sunglasses.
It is not. No.
Got that?
Yeah. Okay.
Those are tough because sometimes they get scratched up. If you have big ones, hard to find a case.
I'm looking for a tape measure. I want to see the size of this bag of yours.
It's not big.
It's not, but I'll tell you, you must be a good packer when you travel because you got a lot of stuff in that little purse.
Hello, City.
Hi, my wife said a toothbrush.
Toothbrush.
Well, your wife knows exactly what the correct answer is. Do you have a toothbrush?
No.
You don't. Okay, so 1/4 of women say they always carry one of these in their purse, a toothbrush.
Really?
See, because a quarter is a little, right? It's
Yeah.
25%.
not a high number.
Well, if you've got an Invisalign, you do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess if you're ready for a sleepover.
right- well, you never
or
know.
just maybe you got meetings or something. You want
Yeah.
fresh breath. Yeah,
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
a lot of circumstances.
Well, what's your wife's name? We're not even giving you the credit.
Haley.
Haley, way to go.
This is the Philly Joe and Vicky Podcast.
Oh, you know what? Andrew's little girl who wanted some girl songs this morning. I don't think you were the only one. Our very own Vicky Shea was singing right along. to that
It's
one.
Hell of a
catchy.
version, I'll tell you, too. I
Yep.
like your version, Vicky.
Oh, thanks.
92.1 City. PJV, it's 8:10 on a Thursday morning. Yeah, hey, this week's going pretty good.
Yeah.
For getting back to work after the vacation, it's not bad.
Yeah, weather's been nice temperature-wise. A little tricky today, obviously, with the freezing rain from last night. But I'm just looking ahead to the weekend. -10 Saturday, but some sunshine. -8 tomorrow with mix of sun and cloud. And then Sunday, -2 and mix of sun and cloud. So some decent temps.
I think we're into it now with these nicknames. It all came up with Glenn Hall, rest in peace, 94 years old, Mr. Goalie. Just a great nickname. And of course, Joe emphasizing that there's only, when you go to Mr., there's only Mr. Goalie and Mr. Hockey, Gordie Howe and Glenn Hall. And those are highly respectful nicknames. And then you get now on the text line, immediately the great one.
Of course.
Wayne Gretzky.
Mm-hmm.
That came up right
When
away.
I've heard of a nickname, you know that it's a big
Resonated,
one.
yeah.
I think when you've got two amazing nicknames, it tells you how great you truly are. So Ted Williams, one of the greatest baseball players that ever played, known as Teddy Ballgame, which is a highly respectful nickname.
Sure.
Cute.
I think that's awesome.
Teddy Ballgame?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the Splendid Splinter, also two great nicknames
That's pretty good.
for Ted Williams. So also coming up, Sweetness for Walter Payton. I
That
like
was
that
a
one.
great nickname. Yeah.
Why was he called Sweetness? Just a sweet guy?
It was just well, he was a nice man. Apparently, he did a lot of community stuff, but just
Or
the
he
way
always
he
found
ran,
the sweet spot? What?
just the way he ran the ball, sweet.
Okay. What sport was that?
Football.
Graceful running style, although
Yeah.
he was a handful to tackle too.
Yeah.
But he was, I always liked that one. Knuckles Nyland, tough guy in the NHL. Vicky.
Yeah.
Never heard of him.
No, I wouldn't have.
Well, he was
Oh,
either
sorry, you were just telling me.
he was either going to be an NHL.
I thought this was a pop quiz.
No. All right, we're gonna test Vicky's knowledge of old hockey players.
If your nickname is Knuckles, you really have two professions. One's going to be professional hockey fighter,
Yeah.
right? Or collector.
There's no in between.
Nope, your name's Knuckles. No.
Oh man, so we're getting some pretty. Oh, the fridge. I like
yeah.
that one. William the Refrigerator Perry.
That's got to be football.
Yeah, you're damn right, Vicky.
Just a big dude.
Yeah, I could deal with that one. The fridge.
That was a good nickname.
Because it could mean a lot of things. It could mean that you just love to eat or that you're the size of the fridge.
Yeah,
right?
well, then that kind of goes hand in hand in that case with
Yeah.
the refrigerator.
That's
Or
a
you're
great
just a
point.
cold person. A cold.
Yeah, cool. Someone brought up Rocket Ismail. Now, okay, this is where I want to draw a bit of a line in the sand. I do believe that once there's one Rocket, there can't be another Rocket. And hockey had Rocket Richard.
And that's coming from a Habs fan, too.
Yeah, I believe. But you're dealing with two different sports, so they wouldn't have had the proper respect in football
Different,
for Rocket
Right.
Richard.
Different
in
eras.
college football, which is when
The Rocket got his
he
nickname.
wound up in the CFL.
He did, yeah. He won a Grey Cup right here in Winnipeg, did he not? Wasn't that the John Candy years with Gretzky? And what was his name? Bruce McNull?
Yeah,
when
they
they
were
owned
here.
the Toronto Argonauts?
I'll never forget that because the highlight gets played all the time, Vicky, of Rocket Ismail running for a touchdown right here in Winnipeg at Winnipeg Stadium, and somebody threw a beer at him.
Yes.
And it landed right near him as he was
He just
running
kept
in the
going,
end zone.
didn't phase him.
Oh, did he chug it afterwards?
No.
Because that would have been the move,
No,
right?
Premier athlete.
This is the Philly Joe and Vicky podcast.
We got a little, correction or clarification or just something to add to the topic of cool nicknames this morning. All, of course, started by the passing of the great Glenn Hall, Mr. Goalie.
Mm-hmm.
And we got, how cool that nickname is, and there's only Mr. Goalie and Mr. Hockey. That's it. As far as badass nicknames like that go, there's no Mr. Forward or Mr. Defenseman. Well,
Right.
Sean sent me a DM, and he says, hey, Philly, tell Joe he's being corrected by Irwin's nephew.
Okay, my
Okay.
buddy Irwin.
He says, Tony O, Mr. Zero.
I like that nickname.
Mr. Zero. Tony
Esposito.
One of my people.
He got Mr. Zero for his incredible rookie season with the Chicago Blackhawks, where he recorded 15 shutouts. So how about that for a goalie? Mr. Zero, right alongside Mr. Hockey. And Mr. Goalie.
Mr. Zero could have been a superhero name,
Yeah,
too.
I love
or
that.
Or a villain,
Yes.
right?
I think if you're going, it'd have to have a doctor in front of
Yeah,
it. Like
Dr. Zero. Okay.
I like that too.
A lot of bad
Isn't
guys.
there Dr. Pepper Zero? No.
You remember a long time ago on the show, Joe, that we came up with a really bad guy named Dr. Sneeze?
I did. Remember? That's it, Dr. Sneeze. I remember it well because we said like that would be the one thing, especially during COVID. Dr. Sneeze would just sneeze on you,
Yeah.
and that would be like the end
And
of
you're
that.
done.
It's the one superpower of evil.
It was a great evil superpower because
Yeah.
it's like a slow burn. You don't know if you're going to get sick or not.
That's
like
right.
He's just getting everybody around him sick. It's unbelievable, Dr.
Yeah.
Sneeze.
You could, like,
He can still. He has plausible deniability.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
the doctor in front of it would, because it would be don't trust the science. Dr. Sneeze.
And then Batman can't fight crime.
Yeah.
Why? He's at home in bed. He's got a cold.
He's on the sick bay.
I'm telling you, Dr.
Then he
Sneeze.
passes it on to Robin and Wilfred. Or
Alfred.
Alfred.
Yeah.
The butler.
The Philly Joe and Vicky Podcast.
For more Philly, Joe, and Vicky, lock it into 92.1 City, weekday morning 6 to 10.